Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, quick update about the Bitcoin chart. Start on the daily. Bitcoin hasn't really moved since yesterday, but Bitcoin is still in this third wave. That remains the assumption here to the upside, and we could be on the route to an all-time high from here. That would be the all-time high target. That's the plan for this cycle. Targeting around 125 to 175k. That might change a little bit depending on how these subdivisions develop, but this gives you a good roadmap. You have access to this chart on the on Discord as channel member. You get access to the TradingView live chart, and you can see all the changes that we make live if we make any changes. This chart hasn't really needed an overhaul. Just a few micro changes, but no need for a major overhaul. Well, never, since we put it in. So the idea that we have bottomed in the bear market already in November could be confirmed back in March after this wave 2 dip. And since then, we assume that we are in a larger third wave rally. And the latest price action has confirmed that we already confirmed or completed the 1-2 setup in this larger degree third wave, and we know that this would be a third of a third wave, and third waves are normally very aggressive. So that's what currently shows on the chart. This third wave, of course, would be subdividing into, again, different microstructures. But yeah, this is the view. I cannot promise that I won't have to change the micro count here. I mean, on the daily chart, I call that the detailed count, or you could say micro count. But it still should guide us well. And until I need to change anything, you know, this is the route that could take us to new all-time highs from here. I'm going to track that. I can only continue to emphasize that the structure is very fragile still. Reason is that we haven't put a good bottoming structure in place here in September. Yeah, this is not a solid bottoming structure, so we remain flexible. We have to remain flexible. However, I will assume that we are now in this third of a third wave rally until support levels break. I will always give you the relevant support levels, and we continue to track them. That's what they are for, to indicate when the trend changes. But if all goes well, we should soon see a dip in this fourth wave, then do a fifth wave to the upside of a larger third, then a fourth and a fifth of a larger third, and so on. Okay, this is how it should take us higher overall. So I think we're in the late stages of this third wave circle, wave 3. Let me know if you have any questions about this wave count or structure. But I think, you know, we see green candles are stapling. So I think it's still the time to be focused on the upside. But obviously with poor quality price action as this is, we have to remain flexible. So looking at the shorter time frame count, this shows you the 1 hour chart. The idea is that we are in the late stages of this third wave, as I just said. So we're talking about this third wave here. Now on the 1 hour chart, it's this third wave on the 1 hour chart that we're talking about. And within the third wave, it seems like we get one more extension here to the upside. At least Bitcoin seems to be consolidating in what you could call a bullish flag before another move to the upside. This here is a wave 4. So wave 4s are always a bit tricky. They are more difficult than 1-2 setups because wave 4s can produce fake breakouts. That would be a so-called high B wave. I mean, you can always get a high B wave, but they are quite common in crypto and especially in a wave 4. So we just need to be prepared. At the moment, it doesn't look like a fake breakout. Yeah, we haven't got a high B wave here anyway. Doesn't mean it couldn't show. But overall, it seems like Bitcoin is consolidating for one more extension in this larger third wave there. That one more high could also still be a B wave. However, that's not what I primarily focus on. And if it's a high B wave, then it could completely break down again. But again, that's why we're tracking support levels. The good news is this seems to be a corrective decline. So it looks very much overlapping, corrective looking decline. Micro support is the same as yesterday. The count hasn't changed, 32,750. I've added a micro count for this wave 4. Doesn't mean though that wave 4 is finished. It could always extend into a more complex WXY structure, and more important than trying to be very to try to know, what the micro count is within a correction, is to understand that what is the relevant micro support. And first evidence, first indication that this wave 4 of the larger third wave eventually is finished would be a break above the descending corrective price channel. I would call it a bull flag. Now this will only be confirmed if it really breaks to the upside. So we need to break above that descending price channel, then have to take out the B wave high that we find at 34,840 roughly, and then the high at 35,170, and it could take us into the 35.5 to 36k region. That would be the assumption. Roughly, that's the ideal target area. It can always extend further, but that's the ideal target area. Now, what happens if we break below 32,750 here? I would then assume that this larger third wave has already topped and that we are on our way down in the larger fourth wave already. But that's not confirmed yet. That will only be confirmed with a break below micro support. And for the larger fourth wave, my main support is currently at 29,450, which means, to keep it very simple, that generally, as long as we're holding 29,450, I'm going to assume we reach the target area of overall, on the daily time frame of 43 to 53k. That's currently the support. Below that, I might flip bearish again, but that's why we just track support to remain flexible. For now, the trend is up and we follow the trend. Support is clearly defined. The move to the downside looks corrective. That's all the stuff we want to see. And yeah, one more extension seems reasonable. Also, looking at the 4-hour chart, we currently cannot yet see a bearish divergence. So typically on the chart, you typically see the highest reading in a third of a third wave, and we've seen that. So maybe one more push will give us here a bearish divergence. And if we see that, it could be basically a precursor, a hint that we might start a dip in wave 4 afterwards. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. As a member, you get access to our weekly live stream every Sunday. You get access to the Discord and Telegram chat rooms, educational content. And as a gold member, you get access to short-term market updates, which can be very useful in an environment like this. Also, in addition to that, if you're interested in the S&P 500, daily updates as well as regular updates about stocks and shares like Tesla and a few others. We've got 20 then in the analysis. Then check out our stocks and shares service. You can find the link also in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.